The beauty of It Follows is the mystery about it and how many interpretations you can have. But did you accost the writer-director David Mitchell at any stage and say, what is the truth behind these demons?
It's funny, if you get the chance to interview him, he's very selective on the things that he says, and even with his actors, you know, I don't think he'll ever tell really anyone the full truth behind, you know, this idea and where it comes from.
Robert Mitchell and
Yes.
Adam Wingard have very similar aesthetics in terms of the 80s influence.
Yeah.
But how did their directorial styles differ?
They're,
From an actress's
yeah,
perspective.
yeah. I mean, they are super different, and even signing on to these two projects because they, you know, just by chance came back to back, seemed so different to me. You know, Adam is crazy and loud and very, you know, just in it, like, you know, yelling, okay, let's try this, let's try doing this, okay, come on, now we're gonna try this way, and just like, you know, loud, super fun, and I mean, you kind of get that from his film, you know, because you've got, you know, the lights, the coloring throughout the film, and that kind of style. David, he's very, just, I mean, so calm. And he'll be like, okay, just come over here, I want to talk about this. And it's just me and him talking about, okay, let's we want to try something just a little more like this. And he's super, I mean, if he was ever angry, you would have no idea because he's so collect and calm, which is nice with a movie that, like the one that we made that is so hectic. Having that kind of rock was quite nice.
Now,
really.
if you could go back in time and play the lead in any horror movie,
Oh, goodness.
who would it be?
Ooh, The Birds was pretty amazing. That would be kind of awesome to go back and to do a Hitchcock movie, I think. Be kind of a dream.
That sounds like almost masochistic, because
Yeah.
you know what Hitchcock put Tippi Hedren through for that?
What? Well, I mean, pretty bad, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, but he's so brilliant. I don't know.
And did
It
David
would be terrible.
did David Robert Mitchell put you through any kind of to try and get you in? Not saying he let birds peck at you. or
Yeah,
anything
peck
like
at
that,
you
but
or anything like that.
Did he work you hard to try and get in that kind of petrified frame?
I mean,
Right.
he probably didn't mean to, but we were, I mean, you know, working long days. There was, for example, the pool scene. We were spending 3 days in the pool, and the water was freezing, and, you know, 3 days getting, you know, pulled underneath the water, you know, drowning in it, all of that. You know, drives you a little bit crazy, I think, just naturally. But I don't think he was trying to, you know, be super rough with our work days. I don't think he meant to. It just kind of happens that way when we're shooting a movie like this, I guess.
Now, if I can take you back to The Guest, another
Yes.
hugely enjoyable film.
Yeah.
The ending of that really lent itself to a sequel. Has there been any talk of that?
No, not really, no. I mean, I think that's just kind of Adam's style, is just to kind of leave you hanging, which I like.
It's just one of those cult classics. That, you
When
know,
you're like, what? Yeah.
you know, people, like, even about 30, 40 years from now,
We're
will
gonna
still be like...
yeah, we need a sequel.
And finally, you've just completed work on The Fifth Wave.
Yeah.
How did something bigger budget like that compare to all the smaller budget indie movies you've made?
Yeah, I mean, it was, the first kind of studio film that I've done, and I mean, it's just a different pace. I mean, you know, you have massive amounts of money, and you have freedom, a bit more freedom with an indie. You know, you've got your select amount of days, and sometimes you're going to have to work, you know, over hours because we've got to fit this in the day, and so, I don't know, I mean, they're both so different to me. Both I enjoy. There's benefits to both and negatives.